Hello all, welcome to Paritranaya. In this class we shall be discussing about another important topic, that is finance bill. So we have already discussed about the difference between bill and act in our discussions related to polity. So here we will not go into the deeper aspects of bill and act, but at a superficial level we shall just revisit that concept. So for a bill to become an act, what is required? So it has to get the assent of the parliament. So here, whenever any bill becomes an act, so in between it has to receive the permission or the approval of the parliament. But while discussing about polity related topics, we came across a concept called as money bill. So when it comes to money bill, unlike other bills, so the major power is enjoyed by Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha does not enjoy significant power. So in that context, this finance bill, it is also a money bill. So that is why when it comes to passing of money bill, so significant power is enjoyed by Lok Sabha, and that's why our discussion will be focused on Lok Sabha and not on Rajya Sabha. So here we'll understand that for this finance bill to become an act, finance act, whose approval is required? Only Lok Sabha's approval is required. So why only Lok Sabha? Why not Rajya Sabha? Because finance bill is a money bill. Okay, is a money bill. So what is this finance bill about? This finance bill is about the taxation. So the government imposes different kinds of taxes. Some are direct taxes and some are indirect taxes. So we will be discussing in detail about the direct taxes and indirect taxes later on. But here at the superficial level, we shall focus on the content of finance bill. So here the finance bill, it speaks about the various types of taxation which are being imposed by the central government. Now, as a taxation related matters, they come under the money bill. So this finance bill is a money bill. So that is why no permission of Rajya Sabha is required. Now, for it to become finance act, as I mentioned, it requires permission of Lok Sabha. So why permission of Lok Sabha is required? Because Lok Sabha consists of people's representatives. So whenever government wants to impose any kind of tax, so government has to seek the approval of the people of this country. But it will be difficult for the government to seek the approval of all the 140 crore people of this country. That is why, rather than seeking from the people directly, so government will seek the approval from Lok Sabha. If Lok Sabha gives its consent, if Lok Sabha says yes, then it means it is like consent of the people of this country. And another important aspect which we need to focus here is, in detailed, while discussing about polity, we have discussed about the different types of majority, that is simple majority, special majority and absolute majority and all. But here, when it comes to passage of finance bill, we require simple majority. So we will not be discussing about what is simple majority and all, but just we shall revisit. So do we require the permission of all these 545 members who are present in Lok Sabha? No, we do not require the permission of all of them or approval of all of them. Here, simple majority, let us assume in this 45 members are absent on the day on which finance bill is being introduced. So let us assume only 500 members are present. So among these 500 members, so when we make half, we get 250. Okay, so 250. So we require the support of one more extra member. So 251. So for this finance bill to be passed, we require support of 251 members. Okay, so we require simple majority. When finance bill is presented by the finance minister to Lok Sabha, and in Lok Sabha, if it gets approval with simple majority, then this finance bill will become finance act. So once this becomes finance act, then the government can charge the taxes which it has mentioned in the finance bill, okay, or which has been mentioned in the finance act. So here, who will introduce this in the Lok Sabha? So it will be introduced here, or it will be presented to the Lok Sabha by finance minister along with annual financial statement. So already we have seen about the annual financial statement. So annual financial statement is nothing but it is budget. So instead of budget, the term which has been used in the constitution is annual financial statement. So we have already seen about the annual financial statement, and it consists of the estimates of the receipts and expenditure. So here, when finance ministry is presenting annual financial statement, along with that he will present finance bill as well. Okay, finance bill as well, and once it is presented and once it receives the Lok Sabha's approval, then it will become act. Once it becomes act, government can impose those taxes. It can start collecting those taxes. Now, when I say taxes, there are different types of taxes. So some are called as direct taxes, some are called as indirect taxes. Next, within direct tax, an example can be income tax. So within indirect tax, examples are customs. So whenever some item is imported from other country, so we impose a special tax to it, we call it as customs tax. So another example of indirect tax is goods and services tax. So integrated goods and services tax, central sales tax. So all these various taxation related information is present in the money bill. Finance bill. So here, for example, I have considered an example related to income tax. So related to income tax, I have mentioned two provisions here. So they may mention like this: for 0 to 5 lakh income, there will be 0% tax. But for people who have income between the range of 5 to 10 lakh rupees, then the income tax will be 10%. So all such information related to taxes are mentioned in the finance bill. Okay, are mentioned in the finance bill. Similarly, information related to GST, information related to central sales tax, and many other tax related information will be mentioned in the finance bill. Okay, will be mentioned in the finance bill. So this was about what? Finance bill. So here, when I say finance bill, it does not consist details only of the imposition. It also consists of details about the abolition. Sometimes you completely want to remove a particular tax. So even abolition related things are included as part of the finance bill. Remission, you want to exempt few of the things from taxation. So those things can also be mentioned here. You want to alter some taxes. You want to regulate few taxes. So all this information is present as part of the finance bill. So in this class, we discussed about the finance bill. Similarly, in the subsequent classes, we will be discussing about the other important concepts related to economics. For all our further updates, subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon.